Alright guys, here we are on the maximum range ride. 100% battery, we're just a few minutes after noon. Projected range is 100 miles and a half. We got 0 on the trip and we're currently sitting at 871 on the clock. Let's see how many miles we can get on this beast. What's up YouTubes? You can see we're pretty fresh into our start. We've only traveled 2 miles exactly on the trip. We still have 99% battery. And actually the projected range started at 100.5 when I left my house. We're now up to 102.7. So let's do some fairly easy riding. My goal here is to stay around the target speed of 35 miles per hour all day. Unfortunately, there are some spots where I'll have to go up to about 45 miles per hour. But the ultimate goal here is to stay in eco, be fairly light on the throttle, do some easy riding, and see just how many miles we can squeeze out of a single charge for maximum range. So probably the most predominant question that I get from anybody when they see the bike and they want to know about it is, how far can you go on a single charge? Well, this video is dedicated to finding out. I'm just going to ride until we run out of juice. So right now we're coming up on the Ridge Motorsports Raceway out here in Shelton. And I'm coming out here to meet my buddy K2 Zeppelin, who's at the karting track at the moment. He's going to tag along and keep me company on this extended range ride. There it is. The Ridge. They obviously welcomed me. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good, thanks.
Just didn't hear that coming in.
Alright.
That's an awesome bike.
Thanks, man.
Yep. Here for some karting.
I'm just gonna...
See if they'll let you run the bike around the track real quick.
Right?
Sure.
Don't even ask, just go.
Yeah, one lap.
They won't hear it.
They won't hear it, you're right.
Alright, so we just passed the 10 mile mark a little bit ago. I'm gonna try and chime in close to every 10% of battery usage, but so far I think my my average speed has been about 30 miles an hour. Mixture of asphalt as well as access road, like you can see here. One thing I want to talk about is my normal charging habits. This is just a base bike with no charge tank, no power tank, nothing like that. I have no additional chargers, it's just the charge cord. And usually I will leave it plugged in overnight, even if it's fairly close to 100% when I first plug it in. I just let it, I don't know if it's trickle charge or more like a battery tender kind of thing, but I let the onboard chargers do their thing. At least that's what I understood the manual to say, is just leave it plugged in, let the charger take care of itself. That's normally what I do. During the day at work, I typically don't charge unless I know I'm going to ride somewhere after work and I'd like to have the maximum range. But that's only been maybe 4 or 5 times in the whole month that I've had it. So usually it's just charging overnight at home and letting it take care of its own business. But so far we're at 11 miles flat. We still have 92% battery and 110.3 projected range, and this projected range just keeps climbing, so we'll see what happens at the end of the ride. Welcome back, guys. We're at 90%. We've traveled 14.1 miles. Projected range is 16.1. I don't know if you just seen it climb there or not, but yeah, so far the projected range just keeps climbing even though I'm riding further. So 90%, 14.2 miles ridden, and 116.3 projected miles. One thing I wanted to comment on is I was just in a 45 mile an hour zone, and my projected range dropped from almost 117 all the way down to 113 and a half. And I was only on there for maybe about a mile at most. So even just that 10 mile an hour increase from 35 to 45 drastically affects the range in the projected range. But we're gonna mix in a couple of 45 mile an hour zones between here and the end of the ride, so we'll see what happens. I just wanted to get a quick shot of the projected range at 124.6, 85% battery, and 23.2 miles on the trip. So 124.8, that's the highest I've seen it ever. Bike is still on, guys. I haven't turned it off. Talk a little bit about it. We're at 80% battery, 28.5 miles ridden so far, 122.2 projected range. We're at 899 miles total on the bike. Let's keep the camera rolling while we hit the 900 mile mark. Does that sound fun, boys and girls? 80% battery. Nice day today. A lot of pollen, but it's nice and warm. Feels good to be moving in the wind. There we go. 900 miles. 900 miles on the bike. 125 projected range. 28.8 traveled. 80% battery left. It is now 1:49 p.m. I've been riding since about 12:15. I figured I'd better check back in with you. We're at 70% battery, 100 miles projected range, and we've traveled 42.4 miles. Alright, we're at 60% battery, 82 miles projected range. We rode 53.6 miles. I just wanted to show that we are riding a pretty good mix of road here. Spent a good amount of time on the asphalt. Now we're doing a lot of access road stuff. So hopefully you can hear my voice. I hope. It's so pretty out here. This is not even a chore right now. Well guys, I wish I left the camera on. We just passed a sign that said entering Olympic National Forest. We have 69 projected miles left. We've ridden 57.6 and we're at 50% or 55% battery. Kind of a nice place out here. I've been on the bike for virtually 3 hours now. I have stopped to take a picture or two, but I left the bike on the entire time. I didn't even flip the switch off, just left it on completely. And so far so good. My butt is a little tired, but I think it's, you know, okay to keep going for a while. Crazy, they have road way out here. I was expecting gravel road. But I suppose that'll help us on our maximum rain ride. Whatever that is. It's not too cool out here. Not too warm. So, I don't know, I guess maybe about 60 degrees-ish. Just to give you an idea of where the battery might be at least for ambient temperatures. Because I do believe a cold battery will suffer in range. Whew. Bit of a drop there. Bug on the visor. That was a big one. %50 battery. 61.9 projected miles. 64.3 miles ridden, 50% battery.
Dude, that shit was so funny. I was like, oh, here comes Aaron's corner.
I know.
And I think it's just mind raping you.
So 48% battery, 61.2 projected miles, 66.1 ridden so far. My buddy K2 Zeppelin has rode 42 miles on this beast on a gallon of gas. And he's calling me a pussy because I want to turn around. But it is what it is. Here we go. $69.7 miles at the start of the hill. Oh, yeah, 69.7 miles at the start of the hill. I said that. Gonna try to maintain 35 miles an hour. See what it does with the range. Right now it wants 62.2 projected range. 46% battery. 45% battery, 59.2 projected range, 70.8 on the trip. .3 on the trip, 44% battery. Looks like we're leveling off. So not even 2 miles worth of incline. Still at 57.1 projected range. We're now leaving Olympic National Forest. 56.1 projected range. Oh, 54.9 I guess. 75.3 miles ridden. 40% charge. It is now 3:47 p.m. .30% battery, 88.7 on the trip, 40.9 on the projected range, and a total of 959 on the clock. It is now 4:16 p.m. I've been on the bike for virtually 4 hours. So beautiful out here. I'm so lucky to live out here. But close enough to go for a nice stroll. See this place. 20% battery. 97.7 miles ridden, 28.4 projected miles. It is now 4:29 p.m. My God.
What are you at?
I'm at 19%.
Who?
19.
Sweet.
27.4 projected miles. 100 miles. 100 miles. Woo! 100 miles. 18% battery, 26 projected miles. Are you nervous yet? I know I am. .7%, 110.3 on the trip, 11.6 on the projected range. 4%, 8.4 projected range. 113.6 traveled. I'm getting super nervous. I don't think I'm going to make it. on the trip. It is now 5:07 p.m. I've been on this bike for virtually almost 5 hours. 990 on the clock. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. This is awesome. There you have it, guys. There you have it, from start to finish. 12:15 p.m. to 5:08 p.m. 119.6 on the trip. 2.1 on the projected range. 0% battery. You can't get lower than that. 990 on the clock. My God, what a trip. Oh. Say hi to YouTube.
You still got battery left. We should be riding.